Hello and welcome, my Libra friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today and watching my video. This is going to be a group angel reading for my friends born under the Libra zodiac sign. This is October's angel reading. You guys asked, and I was requested by a number of people, that I do monthly angel readings, so this is the October version. Today we're going to explore what messages, guidance, and information the angels and archangels want to share. Now, if you're interested in learning more about angels and archangels, I will be offering an interactive online class in November. We'll explore how to connect in with your guardian angel, what other angels are available to support you, and I'm going to introduce you into some of the major archangels that are well known in our society. If you're interested in this class, you can follow the link below to my classes page where you can find out more information and register. Now, for this reading, the deck I chose was the Angel Tarot. I had to, as we're doing an angel card reading, and this deck really connects in well with the angels. I will end off the session with a blessing from the Angel Inspiration deck, and then I was asked by some archangels if I could pull a healing card for everybody. So I'm going to do that with the Healing with Angels deck. Like always, there are links below to all these fantastic angel decks, so should one of them or all of them speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Libra friends, let's see what the cards have to say. What card symbolizes the messages and guidance that the angels and archangels want to share with my Libra friends? And you have two. You have a jumper. One is the Ten of Swords. Now, I've said in past videos how I don't like how Jane put one word or a couple word explanations on the cards. Tens are an ending, yet a beginning. Swords are about truth and knowledge. The Ten of Swords talks about how there's been a lot of stuff that has happened. You've lived through a lot, Libra. And literally, if you look at the Ten of Swords in the original Rider-Waite, it had a fellow with 10 swords impaled into his back. Now, I won't lie, sometimes that's really how it feels. Like you've just been put to the test and have been impaled by everything. Swords are about truth and knowledge. Swords hold zero emotion. We as emotional beings have placed emotion in these swords, and it's the emotion that's really overwhelming rather than the knowledge. Now, the Ten of Swords, interestingly enough, behind the fellow, which is really hard to, because we initially see this poor fellow who's been impaled by 10 swords, you don't notice the sun is rising. A new day is beginning. He has lived through a lot. Yet, there is no blood. He is not hurt. He's getting up. He's going to greet his new day. And that's what the angels are talking about. The angels acknowledge how much you've had to live through, but there is change on the horizon, and there's a new day starting. And we know that because the card that jumped out with it was the Wheel of Fortune, the 10th card in the Major Arcana. The Wheel of Fortune is about change, about evolution, and moving on. The Wheel of Fortune talks a lot about those seasonal changes and how we evolve and how things do continue on. Now, interestingly enough, we have double tens, two tens on top of each other. When you're looking at angel messages and you see double tens, it's time for a personal development or spiritual awakening. So we are really looking at kind of a crossroads for you, Libra. The angels are saying, hey, look, it's time for a change. It's time for you to continue this development. All right, what messages do the angels have for my Libra friends? It's the 9th card in the Major Arcana, the Hermit. It says Angel of Reflection. It's a lot closer than the Angel of Destiny that the Wheel of Fortune says. The Hermit, his message is to go inwards. Your evolution and development is at, the angels are saying you need to start working on the inside self. I always talk about the shadow card and the shadow self and all that stuff that we put into our proverbial closet in the back of our mind, where we shove the stuff that scares us or we don't want to deal with. It's time to go there. It's time to clean out your closet, my Libra friends. You need to get in there and find out what still is appropriate and needed, and stuff that you can just let go. You can put in the recycling bin and send. We don't need everything in there. That pruning will help you move forward. It'll help you connect in, and it'll help you get that guidance that you're looking for. So let's look at that guidance piece. What guidance do the angels and archangels want to share with my Libra friends? It's the Two of Wands. It says progress, sort of. Twos are about duality and choice. It goes back to that crossroads. Wands are about that inner fire, that passion piece. The Two of Wands talks about that need to make some choices. You're going to have to decide how to go forward, which direction to take. You're also going to have to decide what pieces, skills, and abilities you have that are really important to you, and how they're going to help in this journey. There's a lot of decisions that you need to make, and it can kind of feel a little bit overwhelming. However, you need to follow that passion. That passion will really drive you. It'll help figure out what abilities and skills you'll need, because those abilities and skills won't feel like work. They will feel like life-giving pieces in your life. They'll be those aspects that you really enjoy, those things that you really like to do. That's what we're working on here. Plus, you're also going to need that inner strength to overcome some of these challenges, because we do still have the Ten of Swords there. All that stuff that we've had to live through, we're going to have to overcome that at some point in time. But just like the card has a man laying on the ground with the swords, we have to get up. We have to make those decisions, so that inner fire and that inner strength will help us. All right, what further information do the angels want to share with my Libra friends? Okay, we got some jumpers here. The first one is the Ace of Swords. Not all the knowledge of the 10 is needed. There's going to be choices. Just like you have to go into your closet and kind of proverbially get rid of some of that stuff, you're going to have to do that with the 10 of Swords as well. The Ace of Swords, because we're looking at one is a beginning number. So there's your ending and a beginning. Knowledge will be key. We started off with knowledge and we're ending off on knowledge. So that information in situation is going to be important. Information will guide you forward. However, do not attach emotion to it. It's not the emotion, it's the information that you need. The Five of Cups. Fives are a conflictual number. They always are. Five of Cups usually indicates there's in the Rider-Waite deck, you have a person in a black cloak mourning the 3 cups that are tipped over at their feet. They're not focusing in on the 2 cups behind them. Your angels are talking about making sure that you read direct from the 10 of Swords. Sure, take the knowledge you need from the 10 of Swords, but direct on the 2 cups that are standing up, that important aspect of your life. Those things that you're missing, that's going to be key in going forward. And then the final card that jumped out was the Seven of Wands. Sevens are a challenge. It does say challenges down here. They're a challenging card, but 7 is a lucky number. I know a lot of people think it's an unlucky number, but it is a lucky number because they're usually victorious. Now the Seven of Wands talks about that need to be able to stand up for yourself. And literally, you're going to need to stand up. And you're really going to have to take that passion and inner fire to push yourself forward. The Wheel of Fortune continues to move, just as we continue to evolve. Sometimes it feels painfully slow. So sometimes we have to take that inner fire and really push ourselves forward. Our momentum and hoof and puff will help move that Wheel of Fortune along so that we feel like there's movement and we have success. All right, we'll look at the shadow card. It's the High Priestess. That oomph and puff will help you get to her. She's the third major arcana on the table, and she's the gatekeeper. She talks about connection to higher self, intuition, and hidden talents. She'll help you onto that next personal development and spiritual enlightenment. Now you do have double twos now on the table, Two of Wands and the High Priestess. In angel messages, when you see double twos, it's about keeping the faith. You need to listen to your intuition, which is really important here, and gain that information so that you can incorporate it into your life. She's going to be an integral part of that next step for you. So, she has the knowledge that you are needing. She holds Torah in her hands, and that's the Ace of Swords that you need. That gift, that next step. So embracing her power, embracing that moon and goddess energy will really help. All right, let's get a blessing from the angels. What blessing do the angels have for my Libra friends? And that's Archangel Raguel. Now, Archangel Raguel, he kind of fights for the underdog. He is fantastic at that relationship building and making sure that our relationships are balanced and that they're cooperative and harmonious. He will help guide you in maintaining and creating stability and balance within your life. We know that things are getting off kilter here. Archangel Raguel will help you kind of rebalance and reprioritize what's happening. Archangel Raguel likes to keep the archangels in line. It's one of his roles, is that he makes sure that everybody is on task and working. And that's what he's going to help you with, is make sure that you're on task, things are working in the right order, and that there's harmony in your life. Okay, my Libra friends, let's look at a healing. What healing do the angels and archangels have for my Libra friends? And that's music. Music is such an important part of our existence. This is not only listening to music that you enjoy, it is part which would help with some healing for you. This is also about listening to that universal music. The universal language is not English. It is not a language that is spoken on earth. It is through melody, harmony, and energy. And that's what we need to be connecting into. The High Priestess will help us, but the music and harmony and melodies will help start to heal you so that you can truly start to embrace the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Wheel of Fortune. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however, the cards were meant for you. I drew them especially for my Libra friends. What further information do the cards hold for you? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for a more specific or personal topic, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. That said, I hope you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some direction and insight into what the angels want to share with you. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching my video. If If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd really hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you'd like this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of those tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Libra friends.